I sat there in the lawyer's office, the air thick with the scent of polished wood and stale coffee, my hands trembling on the armrests of that stiff leather chair. My son, Michael, leaned forward, his eyes cold as steel, and whispered those words that shattered my world. "Don't expect a dime from Dad's $92 million, Mom. It's ours now." The will was read, and in that moment, the room spun. My husband, gone just 6 months, had left it all to them, our children, and not a penny to me, the woman who'd built that life brick by brick. But it wasn't the money that broke me. It was the betrayal in Michael's voice, the way he said it like I was already a ghost. How did we get here? Let me tell you, from the beginning, because this pain has been brewing for decades, and today I finally set myself free. Every morning, I rise with the first light filtering through the lace curtains of our old Victorian home in Boston, the ones I sewed myself years ago. The floorboards creaked under my bare feet, cold as the winter frost outside, where snow blankets the garden like a forgotten quilt. I shuffle to the kitchen, the aroma of fresh coffee brewing on the stove mingling with the faint vanilla from yesterday's baking. I follow the laundry, Michael's old shirts still tucked in the drawer, soft cotton worn thin from years of wearing out the wrinkles with careful strokes, each one a memory pressed flat. Then the garden calls. I kneel in the damp soil, my arthritic knees protesting, pruning the roses that bloom red as blood against the white snow. Their thorns prick my fingers, a sharp reminder of life's little pains. These routines, these small acts, they've been my anchor, the quiet rhythm of a life poured into others. But lately, the house echoes with silence, no footsteps but mine, no laughter filling the halls. I remember when it wasn't like this. Flashback to those early days, when Michael was just a boy with tousled brown hair and a gap-toothed grin. I'd wake before dawn, packing his lunch peanut butter sandwiches cut into triangles, just how he liked them, while my husband, Robert, buried himself in his work, building that empire from a small tech startup to a fortune worth $92 million. I sacrificed my own dreams, my nursing career shelved to raise our 2 children, Michael and Sarah. I'd drive them to soccer practices in the rain, the wipers slapping like a heartbeat, cheering from the sidelines until my voice grew hoarse. Holidays were my canvas, turkey roasting in the oven, the savory herbs wafting through the house, stockings stuffed with trinkets I'd saved pennies for. And when Michael struggled in school, I'd sit with him at the kitchen table, lamplight casting, long shadows, explaining math problems until his eyes lit up with understanding. "You're my hero, Mom," he'd say, hugging me tight, his small arms around my neck like a precious necklace of love. But as the years rolled on, that warmth faded. They grew, and with Robert's success came entitlement. Sarah married young, her husband, Tom, eyeing our wealth like a hawk. Michael, oh Michael, he started asking for loans, first for college, then a car, then a house, down payment promising repayment that never came. "Tomorrow, Mom," he'd say. Tomorrow never came. The betrayal crept in slowly, like shadows lengthening. At dusk, it started with small slights, forgotten birthdays, calls that went unanswered. When Robert fell ill 2 years ago, his body wasting from cancer, I nursed him alone. The beeps of the hospital machines haunted my nights, the sterile smell of antiseptic clinging to my clothes. Michael visited once, complaining about traffic, his phone buzzing with work emails. "He can't stay long, Mom." Business calls. Sarah sent texts. "How's Dad? Tell him we love him." But where were they when I needed hands to hold? After Robert passed, the grief swallowed me, a vast ocean wave crashing over my frail frame. I reached out, my voice cracking on the phone. "Come over, please. I feel so alone." Michael's response: "We're busy, Ma. You understand?" "Busy with what?" "Divvying up the inheritance." I later learned the in-laws fueled Itam whispering about securing their future. His words like poison ivy creeping up the walls of our family. One evening, over a rare dinner, Michael snapped when I asked about the will. "Dad left it to us because you don't need it. You've got the house." His tone, sharp as a broken bowl, shattering on the tile floor, our relationship in pieces. It gaslit me. "You're being dramatic, Mom. We love you." Love. It felt like chains, binding me to their demands. But then, the turning point came. quiet as a whisper in the wind. I was folding laundry again, that same drawer of forgotten shirts, when a wave of clarity washed over me. Enough. My sacrifices, years of love, poured out like water from a cracked vase, had been taken for granted. I wasn't their bank bill, made their emotional dumping ground. In that moment, my inner voice grew strong, calm, clear, decisive. No more. I deserved dignity, boundaries, peace. My revenge was silent, a shadow moving through the house. First I called the lawyer, my hands steady on the phone for the first time in months. I changed my own will, removing Michael and Sarah entirely, leaving everything's a house, my savings, the jewelry Robert gave me to charity, and a distant niece who'd shown me kindness, the necklace Michael once called our family heirloom. I sewed it, the gold chain slipping through my fingers like lost love, the proceeds funding a trip I'd always dreamed of. Then, the locks, I had them changed, the new keys cold and empowering in my palm, symbols of reclaimed control. I packed a small suitcase, the zipper's rasp echoing in the empty rooms, and left a note on the kitchen table. Find your own way. No drama, just quiet justice. Karma, I thought, as I drove away, the snow melting under the tires like old grievances dissolving. They came, of course, in a fury. Michael pounded on the door that night, his face red through the peephole. Mom, open up, what the hell is this? Sarah beside him, tears streaming, but I saw the calculation in her eyes. How could you do this? After everything Dad left us. Everything. I opened the door a crack, my voice steady as a locked gate. Your father left you his fortune. I leave you nothing but lessons. Michael blustered. You're crazy. We need the house dumps as its prime real estate. Gaslighting again, blame shifting like always. This is betrayal, he shouted. I met his gaze, unflinching. No, son. This is boundaries. Sarah begged. Please, Mom, we're family. My response was short, cold, dignified, family respects. You forgot how. I closed the door, the click final as a period at the end of a long sentence. Now, peace settles over me like a warm blanket. I sit by the ocean in a small cottage I rented with my own savings, waves crashing rhythmically, symbolic of life's ebb and flow. The sunrise paints the sky in pinks and golds, blooming like the flowers I once tended, now free to grow wild. An empty chair beside me reminds me of lost connections, but the folder of papers on the table, my new will, my independence, whispers of empowerment. I've rediscovered myself. Walks on the beach, the sand gritty under my toes, the salt air, cleansing my soul. Loneliness. It's transformed into solitude, rich and fulfilling. Let this be a lesson, dear listener. Dignity isn't given. It's claimed. Sacrifices unappreciated erode the soul, but setting boundaries rebuilds it. Let go of those who drain you, for in release, you find true freedom. And remember, karma whispers softly, but its justice rings loud. I've found my peace, may you find yours.